Travis Wayne Goodsell. I had just finished watching a couple episodes of Modern Family. As the season ended, I realized I didn't have the collection, and so I made sure to buy it back whenever I got it. And so finally I'm getting around to watching it, as I've seen a lot of the episodes already, if not all of them, as I recognized the first two of the first season. And as most guys would be head over heels for Sophia, whatever her last name is. And yeah, okay, attractive, sure. But for me, as I got to know the characters, the Dumphy mom, her character is so awesome. But I crack up all the time. She does the facial expressions to the camera and the reaction responses with the kids or the husband. As Phil obviously has a crush on Sophia. But I don't know if women realize this, and even though I've lost all my female audience again after today's video, your personality and character, the cooler it gets, the awesomer, the increase of hotness that you get. I don't know if you realize that. Whereas if your personality is like the 80s blonde, it actually decreases hotness. Although my peers didn't think so. But after 2 failed marriages, yeah. So anyway, as I was just in La La Land, I decided to see if there's any comments on Gmail, now YouTube, that I can respond to. And YouTube's old channel brought up a video from Sunday Jess. I had intended to keep track of her because she talks to Mormon girls about her mission and her mission experiences and preparing for a mission, what it's like to be on a mission for the church. And as I've told you, because of my experience with Beth in kindergarten, I have always wanted, or have had an interest in women rather than guys. I wanted to know all about women, know what they thought and such. And so YouTube is perfect because I can listen to women and they aren't going to edit because they know I'm listening. Though they are putting their video out there, so they're putting on a show anyway. But as she thinks she's speaking to Mormon girls, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Mormon guys. But she does have one video I see here, how my husband and I met. So apparently she is married. The first video she did, the mission decision. And so, yeah, if you don't know, Hinckley had come out in the priesthood session because he didn't dare do it in front of the women at the general session, saying that women are not required to serve missions. And women took that as women are not allowed to serve missions, and Hinckley's 2 granddaughters immediately put in their papers to serve missions. Made all the news. And so, the stigma of guys that if you're not married by 26, that you're a menace to society, which I found one Mormon who did the research on that, and it was somebody else claiming that Brigham Young had said it, but it was 24 years old. and the church really doesn't talk about women who don't get married before that same age. It's sort of not talked about. And I don't know of Mormon women who do talk about not being married in the church. You have Sherry Dew, who gave up a dating social life because she wanted an apostle and didn't get him, and so she's the eternal bachelorette as a consequence. So, yeah, the female Mormon mind is very curious to me, and I want to know more. And I see she even does a try-on. That is awesome. She just scored extra bonus points. I didn't get to her channel as I wanted to, and now I see she has a try-on. And if, again, because of Beth, when I was a little kid in Placentia, California, so that was Sierra Vista Elementary School, I wanted to be a female fashion designer. And I couldn't let the family know because I'm Mormon. And that's just not acceptable. Men have to do men things. They can't make women's lives better. And so I had to have this secret fantasy life of what I wished I could be. And then one Christmas, my sisters together got the Barbie fashion plates. And I was the one who was playing with them all the time. I had to go knock on my sister's door and ask permission to play with it, and then they wouldn't allow me to play with it in their bedroom, but they didn't want me to go into my bedroom with it, and they didn't want me to go into the kitchen or the living room or wherever, so I had to do it right there on the floor at their bedroom door, which they then shut. And then when I was done, I had to knock on the door and give it back to them. But yeah, it was awesome doing the mix and matching of the clothes. And I see the one is similar to one of the fashion from the Barbie fashion plates. And so, yeah, if you've ever heard of the Fisher-Price people, it would be me as a role-playing of the male person representative, and then all the female people, and that's how I would play. The other men, no. They didn't get to play with us. And and I don't think it was polygamous with the Mormon training, because we don't practice it anymore. How would I know about polygamy? The official declarations didn't get put in our scriptures. until 1981. So, my first year of seminary. Very amusing to look back on my life being born and raised Mormon. And so you can see her personality. Here she's thinking she's flexing in fitness tips for LDS missionaries. You were not allowed to work out. According to the White Bible, which is the missionary rules and laws of how you're supposed to sleep in the same room but not in the same bed. But the scheduling, it had to be followed to a T. There is no time for exercise. And so I had to get special permission from Creel Coford, the mission president, when the doctor told me that I needed to exercise to help free up my breathing passages because of the breathing problem I had to an allergic reaction when we went over to the Berardi's house, and they were removing the wallpaper from their walls with a steamer. Oh man, that was intense. Previous to that, I had minor episodes going to my grandparents' mansion. The couch was a rug type couch, and so it collected the dust and dirt and stuff, and my brother and I, if we were bouncing on the couch before we would be put to bed in it, yeah, the dust and stuff is still floating in the air, and thus I breathe it in while I'm trying to go to bed and wake up in the middle of the night going so lots of fun. And then staying at my cousin's with the dog, noticed a minor problem. I didn't realize until later that I was deadly allergic to cats. I don't know if I am still anymore. Guide to sister missionary clothes, tops, skirts. See, this is before the church made the change. This was 3 years ago. They've since allowed for pants, slacks rather. Guide to sister missionary shoes, modest homecoming dresses. Tell me you do a try-on. Tell me you do a try-on. She's just talking, and I hate it when women do that. They talk and talk and talk, and then you get a couple of seconds of them trying on the dress. And then they cut off their heads. What the hell? We have to see you in the dress. It doesn't help when your head's cut off. Scriptures for LDS missionaries. And I see she's coloring them. Oh, I don't know. That seems a little deep doctrine, dear. Modest swimsuit. Oh, she does a swimsuit try-on? I don't know. It looks like she's just stretching it for the camera. Spring clothing haul. Are you doing a try-on or not? Language learning tips for LDS missionaries. So did she go foreign language then? Yeah, it looks like she did Spanish. Salam, Kyle? No. I see hola, that's Spanish, isn't it? Or is it hola? Or is that Italian? There's namaste, that's Chinese, isn't it? Not Japanese? Or am I wrong on that too? So, yeah, she seems to be putting herself out there as the expert for women on missions. But how I met my husband, how my husband and I met, that's so I guess she can't be my third ex. There's a movie that one of the characters in the movie says, I can see her being my next ex-wife. Must-dos after you have your mission call. They usually send you the paperwork on what you're supposed to do, but she wants to help out. See, when I got my list, my mom took over and says we are going to follow this to the letter. And so I got to the MTC, no cassette player to play the cassette tape as part of the missionary guide packet, and no towel. And so, yeah, so much for following the... My husband left me? Are you divorced? Is this a joke? What's OOTW's? What is that? What is this text messaging language? OOTW's. Let's see if Google search will help me out here. OOTW. Meaning. Out of this world? What? Plus out of this worlds? What? Thrift shopping. Okay, so you went on a spending binge after your husband left you, and you watched a bunch of chick flicks and cried and had ice cream and chocolate. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on here. But is this real? You look like you're happy about it. And I'm not... There's her South Park one. That's where I first got introduced to her. Mormon reaction to South Park. She does not catch on when they're going dum 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 dum. It's so cute. She just passes it over her head. She completely misses it. Wait a minute. I'm in a Mormon massage message. 1 year engagement anniversary? What? What? Is that your husband? It was a trick. What's going on? What are you doing? Wait a minute, now you have kids? Oh, that's not you. Photo shoot, family time and clothing haul? I can't tell. You've got glasses on if that's you. Huh. Yeah, it could be. Alright. Long distance relationships as an LDS missionary. So yeah, it was a trick. Oh, yeah, here's one that shows that I had seen this one too. Transitioning into garments. That is awesome. It's got a little emoji blowing wind up her dress, up her skirt. And she's trying to pull it down rather than doing a Marilyn Monroe. I think it was Marilyn Monroe. Which famous actress posed for wind blowing up her skirt? Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. The windy Marilyn Monroe moments on Pinterest. And there she's in swimsuits. Girls trip. See, girls have all the fun. I want to be a part of that. Modest shopping, Skyping missionaries. See, we didn't get to Skype. I even stopped writing to my parents when my parents condemned me for telling other people that I was held up for, what is it called? I was robbed, held up, whatever it's called. LDS girls camp. So yeah, she got poisoned by the camp water that the church had been exposed of doing in 2019. She did this a year ago, though. Apparently she didn't hear it. Another clothing haul review, but I'm seeing head cut off. Seriously? Don't cut off the head. And I would say the other thing, but it also has a sexual innuendo meaning to it. Jess! What the hell? She's distracting us with buns in her hair, like Princess Leia. And it's titled Prep for General Conference, plus giveaway. And she's got inverted pentagrams drawn on the erase board. Inverted pentagrams. Does all Mormons know about this and are okay with it? Am I the only Mormon that grew up not knowing we were the Church of Lucifer? Seriously? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, sex advice. Oh, therapist. I'm so scared. My thoughts on motherhood. Why are you scared about motherhood? I mean, yeah. I mean, sure, Cameron, or not Cameron, the other guy. The redhead. I mean, yeah, he bonked her, the brand new adopted baby on the ceiling, and then tried to cover it up with the doctor. As getting rejected as a missionary. Is that your missionary apartment? What the? Choosing mission over marriage? Leaving my boyfriend for a mission? Wait a minute, now you've got a boyfriend. This doesn't look like the same guy. This is dark-haired. The other one, wait a minute, there he is too. My pre-mission relationship. Seriously? That's your pre-mission boyfriend? What's going on? Jess? Dating tips with Provo's most eligible. What is going on? That could be the same guy. What is going on? Yeah, I guess it's the same guy. What are you doing? You married the guy so you didn't break up with him. Yeah, very few women hold out for the missionary. Very few. As all the women have the board at BYU where they can post the Dear John letters that they sent off, or the guys post their Dear John letter, so that it helps everybody feel better about breaking up. That's why I purposely did not get a girlfriend before the mission, even though I had an opportunity with a little redheaded girl. Could have at least written to her. Opening mission mail. She's all excited. See, that's why women are more interesting than guys. You don't see guys light up like a woman does. Guys light up, but for different reasons. Different thinking processes. When a woman lights up, it's awesome. Girl talk. Get over your heartbreak. Doesn't look like you have a heartbreak. Rejection. Oh, mission and baptisms. 0. Oh, you're a slacker like me. Did you see or hear the video or watch the video of when I talked about my mission experience under Creole Coford? He was able to get every single pair of missionaries to each get 200 baptisms a month. You know, we had over 100 missionaries, so we'll say it could have been up to 200, but we'll say 100. And then cut that in half for companionships, so 50 times 200. That's how many baptisms the New York mission was getting while I was on my mission. Except for me. And how do you think the Mormon missionaries treated me for being the only one getting 0. Yep. They all did it behind our backs, talking about how apostate we were, just fooling around. Yeah, and that's how I got to the Bronx to work on the membership records, because the zone leaders broke into our apartment, went right to our investigator records, and went, oh crap, this thick. The binders were 4 inches thick. They didn't have 6-inch binders created yet. And just packed with records, investigator records. I kept the records. Not my companion, me. And I designed the records. And what happened after I left? Went to the Bronx and then went home? Yeah, they threw them away. Thought they knew better. We're going to figure it all out for themselves. Truth or Spice challenge. I'm glad it's not Tide Pod challenge. What are you doing? Looks like you are on a game show. Weird. Talking marriage as a missionary. No. You don't think of marriage on a mission. Bad girl. Bad girl. Join the sisterhood. What kind of a cult is that with the inverted pentagram? Oh, good. You got the pentagram right this time. Not the inverted pentagram. What is it with you and stars? You're supposed to be drawing hearts. Women are so weird, that's why they're fascinating. What is going through their head? Why are you thinking that way? And those are almost inverted pentagrams. What I wish I knew the day you leave on your mission. I mean, seriously, is the joke on me that I'm going around thinking it's the Church of Jesus Christ and you guys are all laughing at me going, ah, it's the Church of Lucifer, we tricked you. Mission sleeping essentials. I wasn't allowed to bring a pillow. I can't bring sheets and stuff. That wasn't on the list. What are you girls getting that we don't as guys? What the hell? And so LDS missionaries and coronavirus. So yeah, to be expected that she'd do one on that. You're supposed to come home. That was the prophecy from Heber C. Kimball, the founder of Mormonism here in this valley, not Joseph Mormonism. Instead, you guys didn't even obey him. 10 must-dos before submitting to your husband. Submitting your mission papers. You do understand you no longer obey your husband unless Nelson changed it back. Or I'm pretty sure it was the law of chastity that he had to change, because he was pissed after I put that in the lawsuit. Mission life and pranking my companion. You're allowed to wear that on your mission? My goodness. I like. Opening mission mail. Yep. It was very frustrating to see very attractive women on the mission. Very distracting. And it didn't help when the missionary companion is the district leader and he has to call the sister missionary that he likes and eventually came home with on the same plane at the end of their missions, and then married her when he got back to Utah. Yep, I love dresses. Awesome. The one-piece dresses. The two-piece thing she's got there, no. And, oh my God, who taught you fashion? There's a color scheme requirement, dear. 3 colors, pick 3. Stick to the 3. And they need to blend, not contrast. And stay away from black. Oh, prom dresses. Oh. Yep. Cynthia Pollard. She wanted to be called Cindy. She worked in the bookstore. She hung out with her peers, just the level below where I and my peers hung out, and that's why I noticed her. As it came time for our prom, and it was during the 80s where homophobia was on the increase, and the church was shocking those who were gay in the church to try to cure them of being gay. And my uncle had just turned gay, and my parents thought therefore I had DNA for gayness because they never saw me with a woman. Yeah, you wouldn't even let me and so damned if you do, damned if you don't. And so all the Mormon girls, all 2 of the Mormon girls, were already taken before I even had a chance to ask. And so I then had to choose from some other girl in the school, and saw her and said, works for me. And then I had to ask my sister. I'm the oldest in the family, the oldest of the sisters. What am I supposed to do? Have you asked her on a date? No. Try that. Okay. No periods for years? You're not allowed to use birth control. Yep, using birth control on my mission. That's an IUD. It's simple, doesn't cause any side effects like pills do, turning you into a psychotic woman from taking the pills. And it's reliable. You don't have to worry about, did I remember to take it today? Nope, it's in you. It works. The first axe, got it after the second child. She needed a breather. And so women will understand this more than men. I was 9 pounds 10 ounces when I was born. Melissa was 10 pounds 9 ounces when she was born. Stephanie was like 5'2", 5'4". Yeah, ripped her right open. And so Clayton, he's then 11 in the 11 pounders. Ripped her open again. Ripped open the scars and expanded the ripping. And then I heard, because she had left me with the third one in the bun in the oven, the bun in the oven, 13. So yeah, after Clayton, she had put in the IUD and then wanted one more before she left me. LDS Mission Music Guide. When I got out on my mission, not having a cassette player for the mission cassette tape. My second companion, I can't remember the name. I'm mixing it with Miyagi. Can't remember now. But he sold me his cassette player. $20. I didn't care. I didn't realize I was supposed to pay rent. I thought it was taken out automatically. Dad was pissed when the mission president, or the financial person for the mission, told him. I said, I guess I'll take the deductions and we'll pay it off throughout the mission. I was willing to sacrifice eating, and apparently he didn't want to do that, even though that was what we agreed upon. I told my dad anyway, and my dad was pissed. He had just put in a jacuzzi below my window, my second-story bedroom window that he had made, and then a new pool in the backyard, in the place where I wanted to build a little mountain set, which Mom said no. And so yeah, he was pissed that he had to fork out $2,000 more for my mission, thinking that I was fooling around. But yeah, my first area was in Massapequa Park, right next to the shopping mall, and so yeah, they had music stores back then, and Barry Manilow came out with a brand new one. It's one with ships tossed in the sea. Let's see if I can find out the album name. Daniel, you did one last year? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, he no longer is my friend. He doesn't like me because I said Joseph Smith is a translator. So, yeah, I lost another Mormon friend that way. He thought he was my mentor. Let's see, Barry Manilow ships. Yep, there it is. That's the album cover. I recognize that. 79? Maybe that's not it. One Voice. 79, yeah, that's not Ultimate Manilow. No. What else was on there? Alright, let me figure this out here. So it's not Ships. It's not I Write the Songs. Slow, very slow, very slow, very slow, very slow. I'm sure everybody's already left and I'm talking to myself, aren't I? Seriously? Hurry up then. I bought something that said my internet speed would increase. It's not working, it's worse. Alright. Barry Manilow album covers. Is that it? No, that's 73. Discography. Alright, there we go. 89. Barry Manilow? Yeah, I thought it was a self-titled. It is! What the hell? You said it was 73. So yeah, that's the one. Seriously, that tiny? But yeah, this is the 1989 album. Seriously? Why are you guys going so slow? Alright, so yeah, please don't be scared. Keep each other warm, once and for all. The one that got away. Oh, I love that one. When the good times come again. Yeah, I love that one too. And then side 2, because remember kids, in our generation, cassette tapes were recorded on both sides of the tape. So you'd play through one side, you'd flip it over and play the other side, which would then rewind it back to the first side. Made it difficult trying to rewind to play a song repeatedly. Kind of wore out the tape ribbon. Some good things never last. In another world, you begin again. That's a good one. My moonlight memories of you. Anyone can do the heartbreak. A little traveling music, please. Excellent finish. He is definitely a professional showman. Mr. Copacabana. Yep. A little traveling music, please. That's going to be in the description for you. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty much done here, aren't I? Oh, patriarchal blessings, study tips. Study tips? Seriously? Jess. Perfectionism, depression, and anxiety. Please tell me you're not one of the stereotypical Mormon women who are the highest per capita of depression meds. See, that face. Awesome. Answering your assumptions about me? That's why you girls act the way you do, isn't it? Because you're trying to trick us. You're assuming things, and that makes an ass out of you, not me. I said we'd make out if... What? Crazy BYU... You went to Idaho? Dear, it's called Rick's. Don't ever call it BYU Idaho. Dating stories. Part 2, my makeup routine. Yeah, that's one way to get me not to kiss you. Take the mask off. I don't want to be kissing makeup. Another tip, another beauty tip from Travis Wayne Goodsell. And so yes, now if I meet a woman in life who's paying attention to my videos, they're going to be caked with makeup, aren't you? I know you girls. That's what you're going to do. So, we're done here. 43 minutes? Oh, crap.